Hello, my viewers. Today I'm just gonna be reacting to She's Azad concerning this video with so-called tech female whose problem basically has come onto the mainstream media. A lot of people are now talking. Before I say anything about this video, I just want to make something very, very clear to everybody. There's one thing I appreciate. I appreciate a thick woman. A thick woman goes a long way, in my personal opinion. But there comes a time when you have to basically take modesty when you're dealing with thickness. You have to always remember that looking modest is many a times better than showing off your assets. It's no different from a rich man or a rich woman flaunting their wealth on their body and then expecting the world to just be like, oh, well, they're flaunting something, so fine, now just move on. No, people are going to stop and stare. You drive up with a Lamborghini, you drive up with whatever, and people are going to look at you. You're going to expect this kind of attention. And so, in as much as maybe you've worked for something, you also have to be willing to deal with the consequences of being in that position. So, with that said, I'm just going to go ahead and let Shiza take it away.
The coffee pod. My name is Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
My job called me into the office. HR. Why? For being too thick. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
I just want to know, do I look inappropriate for work? My dress code is a polo and dress pants for jeans, no rips. I'm dressed appropriately. However, I was called into the office because I don't have the right body shape.
Here, guys, before we go on, comment down below, guys. Let's make this interactive. I want to know what you guys think. Okay, we got her picture there on the screen.
All right. I'm going to do what Shiza just said. Make this interactive. I'm going to say this. If she was dressing for school, maybe to go out somewhere else or wherever it is, yeah, sure. Girl, do you. I like a view. Trust me, I like this view. I could stare at it all day and it make my heart go jolly, jolly. You know? But when it comes to a work environment, you also have to take into consideration what you look like is going to be doing. Are you going to be a showstopper? Clearly, she's a showstopper. At a shop. It's going to cause some men to feel a little bit, unbalanced. So personally, if I had her, number one, I'll keep her at a location where I know men are likely to be violent, and I'll put her there, and these guys will all be chill when they're dealing with her. No ifs or buts. I mean, we're talking about customer returns, customer service, and all that whole stuff. I'll keep her there. That's where I'll keep her. But if she's on the floor, she can't wear that. I'm sorry to say this, but she cannot be looking this good on the floor. She's going to cause all kinds of traffic. Okay? You can't be looking this good on the floor. No way, honey. No freaking way am I going to see this and not say something. No way. She's going to cause traffic. Alright? So, like I said, if I'm the owner, I'll put her customer service where I know there's a lot of guys that might be pissed off or whatever it is. If it's a female dominated space, then I'll have to tell her to change her clothes, man. I'm sorry. If it's a female dominated space, I'm going to have to tell her to change her clothes because women tend to get a little bit jealous. They tend to get all emotional and they cause all kinds of problems whenever you see another good looking woman. They tend to start biting nails, pulling hairs and all that whole stuff, and they can get really violent, So that's my own experience. Well, let's give it back to Shiza.
Green, do you think the way that she's dressed right now is inappropriate for a professional environment, workplace?
Yes.
Give your honest opinion. If you saw her, would you be thinking They need to get her out of here
No,
so that
she needs to change.
things can function better in this workspace.
I think so.
Comment down below.
Yes.
Let's keep watching.
I cannot help my body shape. I got a verbal because of my body shape, and I was told I need to wear bigger clothes. I don't appreciate being...
Honey, not only your body face, man. You got the face to go with it, man. And the way you're talking soft too. So that is even more dangerous. You cannot have this little combo on the plate and expect some guys not to be drowning in all kinds of things. You gotta, set something to the side. So, hey, if this is what she's working with, hey, I can understand why she's causing all kinds of traffic. Let's move on.
Body shame. I'm being body shamed. They don't know what I went through in my life and the trauma that I went through to have to deal with being body shamed at work. All I want to do is work. And I'm not being dramatic, but you pulled me away from doing my job to tell me that I have the wrong type of body to wear the clothes that I'm wearing. I have on regular dress pants. And your excuse was the men in the tire shop and the boys keep stopping and looking at me.
Hello, what did I say? Hello. There you go. So that, I rest my case on that one.
Sounds about right.
That's not my fault. You don't know the type of hell I had to go through.
Sweetheart, you have a part to play in it. You cannot say that's not your fault. You have a part. You can wear bigger clothes and not accentuate your curves. Listen, I know you want to show off those curves, but those curves are for the nightlife, for your man or for your woman, whichever way you're rolling, but come. In a shop, seriously?
Whole life just for how I look. You don't
Let's keep listening.
know what type of mental trauma I might have from having to be misunderstood for me to come to work to have to hear, oh, you have the wrong body shape, to wear the right clothes though, because I'm in dress code.
All right. So originally, guys, I saw this video and I thought, this is fake. Can't be real. She's trying to get attention. Turns out it's actually a real situation at Costco. So for any of you guys who do work at Costco, I'm sure you can answer. Somebody has to here on the Coffee Pod. Is this outfit inappropriate? Now, I'll start here. This might be a controversial take compared to what most people would think, but I don't see anything wrong with her outfit. I don't see anything wrong with her dress code at all. Now, this also may have to do with the fact that I've addressed a lot of chicks who've actually been at work dressing crazy. Do you guys remember the preschool teacher? I think her name's like the art teacher or something like that. But that woman right there had some pretty crazy outfits that she wore to her class to teach these like preschool students, right? She would wear crop tops, skirts with hella cleavage, and other stuff that I could have looked at and said, I can see how some parents might feel uncomfortable and women would hate, which is mostly what it was, were women hating, even though she tried to make it sound like men had a problem with how she was dressed. Men don't have a problem with that. If anything, men want more attractive women working in their environment. That's it.
You see what he just said? That's exactly what it is. Most men enjoy the view, but when you have women and they see somebody that is blessed and accentuated like that with curves, that know that can put up some competition, woo, women get pissed. And here comes the floodgates, here come the problem, here come the nitpicking. Women. Those are the biggest problems you have. You have people who are so insecure with their body, okay, that when they see another woman who's got it all, they have a problem with them. They have a very big problem with them. And they come in maybe with their boys or with their boyfriends or with their husbands, and their husbands are twisting their neck just to get a view. And they're like, why can't it be me that you're looking at? Why can't it be me you're basically obsessed with right now? You know, why can't you be looking at me up and down and saying, you know what, this is, you know, what you want to deal with? And that's where the problem comes from, you know? So, hey, let's give it back to Shiza.
Situation with the preschool teacher and other situations, I could see what people were talking about. But this specific situation right here, I don't see anything wrong with her dress code. Now, with that being said, I don't know the policy at Costco. Maybe people can provide, I know in the comment section.
The policy is always going to be one thing. Dress appropriate, okay? No form-fitting clothes, okay? At any place, no form-fitting. No form-fitting. And she broke the code on that one. Why am I able to tell you guys this? Number one, I worked at Wendy's. Number two, I worked with at a couple of other places. And let me tell you something. Even though you're behind the counter in a place where, you know, you're throwing burgers, flipping burgers, and all that whole stuff, they always emphasize on the form fitting. Now, if the woman who is maybe at the back area, maybe doing the vegetables or whatever it is wearing form fitting, we don't have a problem with that. You know, we don't have a problem with that. I mean, guys will come in and hey, blah, blah, blah. And let me put it like this for you. If you have majority of men in the area, and maybe you have one or two women who are there and there's one that's wearing form fitting, nobody will have a problem with it. Guys will enjoy the view all day long. And many of the times they will respect themselves. You know, many of the times they respect themselves. But the ladies, nah, they can't have that, man. So trust me, form-fitting clothes is part of the problem, and especially when she's out in public, like I said, if she's behind the counter dealing with just maybe customer resolving issues or maybe returns or whatever it is, and there's a lot of guys maybe returning things, like you're gonna have a less violent, less shouting kind of guys up there, man. And trust me, when they see her like this, they'll be like, oh Jesus Christ, let me just behave myself. You know, and be nice. Maybe I'll score a date with her or something like that. You know, guys tend to mellow when you have beautiful girls around. You know? But when it comes to other people, hey, you're asking for trouble. So, since Costco is a place where I see so many women at shopping and all that whole stuff, is mainly female-dominated area, then it's not gonna happen. She will have to give that up. All right, moving on forward.
We're going to have some people provide a bit more light to the situation, but maybe you may disagree. Maybe you may say, hey, she doesn't need to wear just plain wrong. Costco needs to focus on much more important things than my body shape. I am embarrassed. This is embarrassing body, and it can't be written or otherwise because it's definitely discriminative. If she were 125 lbs or 300, I will have a story time. She's trying to come up, man. She's trying to come up. Somebody else here says she's going to win her lawsuit. Another person here added, if a skinny girl wore that, it would be chill, but since she's curvy, it's a problem. Here's another comment from another chick that says, HR professional here, the handbook governs all employees and you are dressed accordingly. They have no right to request you to do something different than stated in the handbook that will not apply to all employees, especially due to other employees sexualizing your image. HR needs to be fired, this commenter says. Here's a guy who added into the conversation and said, just get dressed slacks. Those pants are too tight, and go a size up in your shirt. Another woman here says, why should she have to wear baggy clothes just because some men are pigs? And our final comment here from a woman says, I get what you're saying, and I'm with you 100% regarding your shape, but those are not dress pants. That seems to be the rebuttal from employees who actually work at Costco and other women. Those are stretch pants. When working for any corporate company, there is a difference in stretch pants and business attire, dress pants and or slacks. Those aren't even close. All right, guys. So she actually had a conversation with the actual management at Costco.
All right, guys. I'll stop it right there. I think I've allowed this video to go on for far too long. As you guys can see, if you guys wanna see more of the video, please go ahead and click the link below to take you directly to the video, and hopefully maybe you guys can sub to Shariza. He has a lot of good content there. But like I said, I think she is off on this one. She should have wore dress pants that are a little bit bigger. That way, she won't have a lot of problems. I mean, she's a cute girl. If I see a cute girl, regardless if I shave, many times I would speak to her. But when number one, she has a soft voice. Number two, she's got the shape also to go with it, and then she has a face. Come on, man. Those are like 3 combos, man, that you cannot mix together, and that's lethal, very lethal. So, yeah, personally, I would tell her to, go a couple of sizes up, just to meet specs. She doesn't have to look like the smartest, over there. I mean, she looks smart. I like what she's wearing, but for a job place, I mean, like, what is crossing my mind, what is going through my mind every 7 minutes, man, just looking at that stuff. Oh, but anyway, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. She has a right to put on whatever she wants to put on. But when it comes to somebody else's job, especially when you're on their premises, that's their home, that's their place of business, that's where they do all their stuff there, please respect their policy, because that is not your home. You did not buy the land. You're only there to serve them in one way or the other, in one form or the other capacity. Just respect their laws, follow the distance, don't cause commotion, don't bring attention to yourself, and move forward. So with that said, guys, I'm your host, a 5 minutes or less review. Although this is not a 5 minutes or less review, but I just wanted to watch Shariza and give my own take on his video. All right, guys, it's been a wrap. It's been a wrap. Take it easy. I'll see you guys on the next episode.